Hi everyone, yes, hello. Okay, so it is the end of the month and as always, it's time for an Ask a Gay Man video. I did go onto Twitter and I asked for all of your questions, whatever you wanted to answer, like anything you wanted to ask, I'm gonna answer. So make sure you do come and follow me on Twitter. So next month, you can definitely get your questions in for the video and I'm gonna get straight into the video. Yes. What was the best thing that happened to you in 2017? Oh my God, celebrating Pride with YouTube and having like the Pride flow and being surrounded by all of my friends and being so free to like sort of celebrate who we are. And it's the first time that I was ever in a Pride parade. I've never been in the parade before. I've always been like a spectator. So to be in the parade and actually experience it for the first time and have that first time with all of my friends was just such an exhilarating day and so amazing. Like I'm gonna cherish that forever. Another highlight obviously was Summer in the City. Summer in the City this year was so much fun. Met so many of you guys and it was the first time that I really experienced kind of what it was like to be like a slightly larger creator in that environment. When I say this, I feel like I'm being narcissistic or big-headed, but like having like a queue of people to meet me was really surreal. Like I tweeted out that I was at the front and then like a load of people came to see me and like there was a queue of people and I've never experienced that ever and it was very humbling. It was very sort of like, oh my God, this is like incredible. I love you guys and you mean so much to me, like it's unreal, and to have that was very unusual. Moving house, like moving to this place was amazing. I love, you know, now that me and Callum live together, just us two, like it's amazing, like, and I love living with him and you know, we get on so well. I had to remove certain people from my life because they were very toxic and I'm not obviously going to get into details and I know people want to know things what happened and like, and people are like, you're being mean, you're being nasty. Trust me, if I even scratched the surface of anything, you would know very well that I am being very nice. Do you feel you've grown as a person over the past year? Every single year I always say this, and like, but I'm literally such a different person now than I was at the start of the year. I've definitely come a lot more comfortable with who I am and actually being able to express who I want to be and express who I am and not have to try and fit into molds. Just in my confidence levels, like I'm so much more confident now than I was at the start of the year. Like, because I grew up in a really small town, so many things that most people can experience who live in a city can do it when they're like in the late teens, like early 20s. I never got the chance to do. I'm still coming to terms with slight things that I can do now that I couldn't do before. And like, sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming when it comes to meeting people or going to events or doing things. And I can get a little bit sort of like anxious and kind of really like, I need to get out of the situation right now because I get quite shy and scared. Little things like that I'm definitely a lot more confident with now, going to things on my own and doing things on my own. I'm not so sort of like, I need someone with me all the time. What is it like to have the public eye in your life and how do you deal with it? Now that I'm getting slightly larger, it can be a little bit sort of like overwhelming. Sometimes like when I say something, you're basically a lot more careful now with what you say and what you do. I think it's quite difficult on YouTube and when you share so much to kind of keep a barrier and boundary between what I put on the internet and what I keep to myself. Years ago, I'd put things online now that I would never do now. Like I would never put online now. I had a very public relationship, went all sour. It was horrible and like that was bad. What do you think your biggest accomplishment is this year? And what do you want to do better next year? Oh my God, my biggest one was getting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and getting my silver play button. Oh my gosh. It always seemed like a fairy tale and always seemed like a dream that I would never really get to, and I managed to do it. And like I have worked my ass off this year on YouTube. I've worked so hard and it's paid off. It's paid off. And obviously I've got to thank you guys for that as well. But so basically for YouTube next year, I want to find some new sort of like, not niches, but new kind of like series, new things to do. Like I've got my homophobic hate comments that are doing really well. So I love doing that. That was a new thing that I kind of constantly started to do like maybe a few months ago. So I kind of want to change some of my editing styles and do some like different things and like maybe try to make it a little bit more sort of like film-like or whatever, I don't know. Like it will definitely stay how I am and definitely stay with my original touch, with my kind of personality and my personality kind of driven content. Ultimately, because I would like to, you know, expand my knowledge on editing, expand my knowledge on filmmaking, expand my knowledge on, you know, how to use cameras properly and stuff. So like, it's all to learn really, to ultimately get me like a good job or, you know, become full-time YouTube, that kind of stuff. How did you get the idea to make videos on YouTube? What was your first video? I basically left school. I just left school and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. I was only 18. And weirdly, me and my friend Hannah, like back when we were in school, we kind of just like filmed our lives anyway. Like not for anyone, more like just for ourselves, but we would literally talk in the camera and like vlog as if like it was YouTube, but like we weren't doing it on YouTube. Like we were just vlogging our lives and we would do stupid videos together. And we kind of just like, were like, why don't we just put these on YouTube and just start doing like YouTube like style videos? So we started in like 2008 and we just kind of did that kind of thing. Now I had always been watching YouTube almost from the very start, and I found like a lot of old like LGBT YouTubers like Chris Crocker and Love B. Scott and William Sled and all these people from back then, and they helped me like come out and accept myself. After I started making a few videos with Hannah, I got more comfortable with the camera. I then started being like, I kind of want to do my own thing as well and do like LGBT content. So I made my own channel, like, and then started making videos on that channel, like Roly back in like, again, 2008. And I never stopped. I was always very dedicated. I've been on like countless collab channels. I've done like I've literally just, I've been like a plague on YouTube, but it just took me a very, very, very long time to actually gather an audience and actually kind of work out how to do YouTube properly. What are 3 things you wish to achieve in 2018? YouTube full time. I want to get a new job. Like I keep saying this every year and I kind of never get around to doing it because I'm pathetic and one of those people that go, I'll do it soon, I'll do it soon. I need to get a new job. Like retail is literally destroying my soul now. If anyone wants me to do video editing for them, let me know. I would love to get like a freelance editing job or something, or do social media for a company. So shout out anyone who's had one. But yeah, so definitely a new job because retail is destroying me. Again, I kind of want to just make sure that I expand my knowledge on this and actually like do more things about Photoshop, do more things about editing, do more things and just really adapt who I am as a person and learn more, you know, tricks to the trade that I do and learn more things to this, so I can definitely use it for my advantage when it comes to jobs or anything. Which day of the year would you like to relive and which one would you remove? Oh, I'd love, again, I would love to relive Pride because that was like one of the funnest days of my life this year. Like literally, like it was incredible. Love to relive that day. One day I'd like to remove, oh my God, when we moved house. The day we moved house was the most stressful day in my entire life. If I could just take that out, oh my God. I literally didn't sleep for almost 3 days. Like I didn't sleep because the build up and the day after, like it was just insane. It was stressful. I had to get up like 5 a.m. to suddenly travel all across London to go to my sister's house to get some forms that she was filling in for me. I had to come all the way back and she lived really far away from my house, like really far away. And then I had to come back, quickly load up a moving van, get the moving van, the man, oh my God, the person who did the moving was an absolute bitch. Hated him. Oh, he was like, oh, I would use stronger words. He was horror. He was vile. When will you start live streaming again, and or do you enjoy live streaming? Again, when it comes to YouTube stuff and being online next year, I want to focus a lot more energy into doing like being more regimented with my like schedule and being like film videos now, edit them now so they're ready to go. Because a lot of the time now I kind of edit and film all on the same day. So like now it's Thursday. I got up, got ready to film. I'm gonna go in my room and edit it afterwards and then get it up. So like I kind of take away my whole day. So if someone wants me to do something later on, I can't do anything. So I kind of need to be a little bit more regimented with that. Also, yeah, live streaming. I want to do like weekly live shows on you now again because I haven't done it for a little while. And I want to make sure that I keep getting on doing that. I keep saying I'm going to get back to it, but I never do. Also, my vlog channel. If anyone doesn't know, I do have a second channel called Roly Vlogs. You can go subscribe to it up there. I'll put like a thing up here if you want to go, oh, this side, whatever bloody I've reflected. I'll put a card there. And so like I do have a vlog channel that I used to update kind of like weekly. I need to make sure that I definitely get back to doing that. I want to make like weekly updates about my life and things that I wouldn't put on this channel. What are some tips you have for beginning YouTubers? Just have fun and be yourself. I know it's very sort of like, oh, be yourself. You need to find what makes you unique and use it to your advantage and do that. Like for me, when it came to piercing stuff, that was how I was managed to find my niche on YouTube and find something that I love doing that's myself, but also more original. We don't need another Tyler Oakley. We don't need another, you know, Zoella. We don't need another Jenna Marbles. Like they're, you know, those characters are established. You don't need them. So be yourself and make sure that you establish yourself as your own person and your own creativity and your own personality, you know, make everything yourself. Then people will find you and be like, this is someone that I like who's different and I want to subscribe to them. Not this is a Zoella clone. This is the blah blah clone. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't be a clone of someone else. Be yourself. What important lesson did you learn this year? I definitely learned not to be so hard on myself. I'm so critical with everything I do, and like things like I'm always like, you can do better. You can do better. Which it's not always a bad thing because you do, you know, you grow as a person doing that. But sometimes, I'm just burping. I'm such a mask bitch. Sometimes I want to just sit down and play on my Xbox for a day and play Halo and just have a gaming day where I do nothing. And I do it, and then I regret it afterwards because I'm like, you could have done something more productive. Why are you doing that? You're wasting your time. And it's like, it's like I don't think anyone deserves a day off. Like, it's almost like if I want to have a lazy day, then I sort of punish myself and be like, you're being lazy, you're not doing anything, you need to do something more productive. So a very happy new year to all of you, and I really hope you have a fabulous time. Make sure that you don't get too drunk or too insane because you want to remember it. Don't start the year with a hangover. I always say, like, don't start the year with a hangover. Oh my God, no, I'm not getting drunk this year. I mean, very, very good. So yes, make sure you have a fabulous new year. I love you. Thank you so much for your support this year. You have been incredible. 2018 is going to be an incredible year as well. And I know so many good things are going to happen. And I love you guys. Thank you for your support. A massive shout out to Kelly, Stephanie, and Teresa, who are my top 3 patrons. There's a Patreon link down there if you want to become a patron and support me and help me do this, which would be really, really amazing. So I love you. I'll see you very soon. And yeah, bye.